you're not watching this video right now. Imagine if I said that. Seriously, you're not actually watching this video right now. In fact, this video about gaslighting, it doesn't even really exist. At first, you'd be like, no, Adam, I'm clearly watching this video right now. But then I'm like, it's not possible you're watching this video because I never shot a video on gaslighting. Then you'd be like, holy shit, am I crazy? And I'd be like, yes, you are crazy. That, my beautiful ladies, is gaslighting. Essentially, with gaslighting, a person, usually a romantic partner, denies the validity of things you know that you are experiencing. Gaslighting is an attempt to change the truth. For example, a guy might say that you're imagining things. You didn't see me with another woman. Or, I never said that. Or, you're just being paranoid. Gaslighting is really dangerous because this person who you're supposed to trust is causing you to literally lose touch with reality. You start to question everything and just start to doubt yourself. You may lose confidence and feel like you'll never find a relationship better than the one you got. It's all about power. By making you feel like you're wrong or crazy, you start to actually rely on that person more, and he feels like he has total control over you. So here's 7 subtle yet dangerous signs of gaslighting in a relationship to look for. Keep watching. Hey there, Adam Littleship from lovestrategies.com, where we help successful single women get out there and attract long-lasting love and do it with a strategy. And all I got to tell you about gaslighting is that if you find yourself being gaslit by a guy, run for the hills. If you see any of these 7 signs, he's not your guy. Number 1 is that he tells you that you're imagining things. Now imagine you saw the guy that you're dating, he's flirting with another woman at a party. I mean, he says he was just leaning in close to tell her something because the music was really loud. But you know for a fact he was literally touching her hair and getting so close that he was basically touching her neck. Not only did you see it with your own 2 eyes, but your gut is also screaming at you that this guy is clearly lying. If he's always telling you that you're imagining things when he is clearly being inappropriate, that is gaslighting. Give this video a like if you've ever had that experience before. Number 2 is that he's always saying that you're overreacting. I mean, if every time you communicate something to him and you want to just share your thoughts or feelings, he's kind of downgrading and saying, hey, that's not really happening right now, you're totally overreacting, this is a problem. For example, I heard this the other day. A woman went out with a guy on like a 3rd date, and he completely stood her up, okay? She waited at the restaurant for an entire hour. He never showed up. Then she talked to him about it, noticeably pretty frustrated about the situation, but he didn't think it was a very big deal, and he didn't actually understand why it is that she was fuming about it. And then this guy had the kahunas to say, you know what? I told you that I wasn't going to make it. But no, he actually didn't. He was just trying to gaslight her. Number 3 is that your self-confidence is just crumbling. I mean, maybe you used to consider yourself a fairly confident woman, but now you start to just question everything that you say or everything that you do. And you may not even realize that the man you're with is the cause of this crumbling self-confidence. He may even tell you that you're not pretty or you're not smart enough for another man and that he's doing you a favor by staying with you. That is gaslighting. A real partner lifts you up and makes you feel incredible. Gaslighting can be an extremely dangerous form of emotional abuse because it really just undermines your self-confidence and your absolute sanity. If you've ever been with a man who made you feel small or started to kill your confidence, leave a comment right there below. Tell us what happened and be a part of this incredible community. We're here for you. Number 4 is he wants to have all the power in the relationship. Whether it's him picking where to go for dinner or just having that last word in every single argument or vetoing your choice of every movie that you want to go to, you feel like your opinion just doesn't matter. There is no compromise. If he's getting his way, then he is happy. And he'll say things like, oh, I'm the best thing that will ever happen to you. You'd be an absolute fool to leave. And the very fact that he's trying to make you think that you'll never find better, it just goes with the fact that he wants you completely under his thumb and under his control. Gaslighting is all about mind control. Number 5 is that he's like Jekyll and Hyde. It literally feels like he's 2 different people. When he's great, but when he's terrible, that's when you start to really question your sanity. A gaslighter, as well as a sociopath or a narcissist, is really good at the whole Jekyll and Hyde routine. He'll woo you with all those flowers, tell you how great you are, and then at the same time, a few minutes later, he'll tell you that you are crazy. He strings you along just enough so that you want to stay. But I need you to realize this one thing. The good side of him is merely an act, and the darker side is his actual true self. Number 6 is that you're in a perpetual state of confusion. Dating a gaslighter is kind of like being on a carousel. Everything is spinning around and you get dizzy and you don't know which way is up or which way is down when you start talking to this man. You might start a conversation about how he never spends enough time at your place, and then the conversation ends with him criticizing your financial habits. What the f***? And then he'll say things like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. Why are you trying to turn the situation around on me? He pretends he doesn't understand you or refuses to listen. The more you talk to him, the more confused you get because he's acting like you're the one confusing him. Or another way he might do this is, that's not how it happened. I mean, you never remember things very clearly anyways. He tells you that your memory of a situation or event is completely wrong. He makes you doubt what you know you remember. If you've ever found yourself in a situation like this before, or you're currently in a situation like this now, and you're ready to stop the confusion, start finding love with a strategy, I recommend going to lovestrategies.com. We have a free virtual training that's going to walk you through a very specific series of steps to help you attract that long-lasting relationship with a guy who is not a gaslighter. And finally, number 7 is that you find yourself apologizing to him a lot. Basically, you start out upset about something that he's done and then end up apologizing for something that you've done. I mean, he's really good about turning around an argument so that you feel guilty and at fault and forget about whatever it is that you were mad about. If you're always the apologizer, that is a problem. So here's what to do if he's gaslighting you. For starters, realize you're not crazy and don't start gaslighting yourself. Next, start writing down your conversations where you feel really confused. It'll start giving you a little bit more clarity once it's down on paper. Number 3 is don't engage in arguments with him if nothing is making sense. And finally, recognize that this is not the guide for you and you deserve better. Break up with this dud and let's go find you a stud. No more gaslighters. Let's say that magical 4-letter word, which is next, and go find you something so much better. Hopefully this is helpful for you, and I'll speak to you, you beautiful lady, next week. Bye-bye.